Isaac was not just a son. He was the living proof of God's covenant, the hope of a future nation, and the joy of Abraham's old age. Then, without warning, God spoke words that must have felt impossible to bear. "Take your son, your only son whom you love, and offer him as a sacrifice." The command struck at the heart of everything Abraham believed. It challenged his understanding of God's goodness, his love for Isaac. Yet Abraham rose early the next morning, not because he understood, but because he trusted. The journey of 3 days, the journey to the mountain, was long and silent. Isaac carried the wood. Each step was heavy with unspoken tension. Isaac eventually broke the silence with a question that pierced Abraham's heart. "Where is the lamb for the offering?" Abraham's answer was both faith and prophecy. God will provide. Those 3 days reveal the inner struggle of a man torn between love and obedience. They also show the depth of Abraham's trust. He believed that even if Isaac died, God could still fulfill his promise. The moment of surrender at the mountain's peak, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood. Then he bound Isaac, who did not resist. The scene is filled with quiet courage, a father lifting the knife, a son trusting his father, and heaven watching. Just as Abraham raised his hand, a voice called out from heaven, stopping him. The test was complete. God never intended Isaac to die. He intended Abraham to reveal the depth of his faith. The ram in the thicket. Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. This was the true offering provided by God himself. Abraham named the place, "The Lord will provide," a declaration that God's faithfulness does not fail even when his commands are mysterious. The ram symbolized more than a substitute. It showed that God does not desire human sacrifice, and it foreshadowed the idea of divine provision that would echo through generations. The covenant renewed after the test, God reaffirmed his promise with greater force than ever before. Abraham's descendants would be as numerous as the stars, and through his lineage all nations would be blessed. The story ends not with loss, but with renewed hope. Why this story endures, the near sacrifice of Isaac, is remembered because it explores themes that resonate across time. Trust in uncertainty. Abraham obeyed without knowing the outcome. Divine testing, not to break a person, but to reveal what is already in the heart. Provision. God provides what is needed at the moment it is needed. It is a story of tension and relief, fear and faith, surrender and provision.